Hello, afternoon, morning, evening, whatever time it is where you are. I'm dibbling about with my CB antenna at the moment. What you're looking at here is a sleeve I bought off Adrian yesterday, and I had a plan of action was to extend the height of my aerial, but my plans have sort of backfired a little bit, because I discovered that my I had two antennas on the house. Currently, well, I say currently, there's nothing up there because I took it down. On the corner, the end gable of the house, T&K brackets, aluminium pole, fairly high. I had a high gain half-wave silver rod. I've since bought a brand new one as well. I've also got an Antrim 99. It's an old, very, very excuse state of this garden and everything. It's all over the place at the minute. That's the A99. I've had that for years. I couldn't tell you how many years I've had that aerial, but that was on the back of the house above the kitchen door on T&K brackets, and a 10-foot 1.5-inch pole that I thought was a 2-inch pole. So that's why I bought this sleeve. The intention was I was going to hire my silver rod probably by about 7 feet, something like that, see if it helped me with the Sunday afternoon DX and everything, because a breaker called Adrian, and I think it's Tango Mike 2121. He only lives about 1.5 miles away from me, but he's in a good location. He's not in a built-up area like me. He manages to receive and hear people a lot better than I do. Saying that, he's got a good piece of land on his house, and he's got his antennas nice and high. So I thought the only thing I can really do to improve my situation is possibly hire my aerial a little bit. It might also reduce my static interference I get, you never know. So this was the plan. Sunday, is it the 2nd or the 3rd, I'm not sure. Don't know what the date is, early September, 2nd or 3rd. And it was raining when I started, nothing new there. So that was the plan, but when I took the poles down, discovered that they're not 2-inch, they're 1.5 inch. So this sleeve I bought yesterday is no good for me. It's not going to do the job. So what I did, I stole the brackets. Stole the brackets, it belonged to me. I took the brackets off the A99, I believe they're called Shelley clamps, and what I've done is I've got my 2 poles now, aluminium 1.5 inch, and I've connected them there, look, with the Shelley clamps, and I've left a good 2.5–3 feet space, so hopefully they will do the trick. Now my intention in the near future is to put quite a sturdy, heavy type aerial with ground radials on. So for the meantime, I'm just going to stick this up as high as I dare. Wait till we get to it. It's a little bit breezy and windy today. See how it goes with a lightweight silver rod on it first, and then I may have to scrap my plans and buy 2-inch poles. We'll see how it goes. I don't want to start using guy ropes or anything, you know, like that. But this should extend it by about 6 feet, about 6 feet higher. So hopefully it will improve my FM DX. But I'll show you the view off the top of my ladders now. And this is why I've got to make sure it's done to perfection. Well, I'm sort of halfway up my ladders. I've got a few more runs to go yet. But this is what's the other side of my man cave. You've got about 4 or 5 feet of no man's land, stingers and very sharp metal spikes on a 7-foot fence, and then a school playing ground. So I've got to do the job right. I don't want an antenna on the end of the house coming down and flattening any school kids. So yes, it's definitely going, and that could be the place where I get my interference from, but that's only a guess. It might not be them, you can't blame people. Train lines in the distance, look, not too far away. Oh, and there's a train, talk of the devil. So I'll continue doing what I'm doing, and then I'll show you the end product if I manage to get it done. I've got to extend my coax with one of those barrel connectors, and at some point then in the very near future I'll buy a whole length of new coax. So I've got to put a joint in my coax probably by about 9 or 10 feet. Stick an RF choke in there as well, possibly. So all being well, when I splice these videos together, you'll be able to see the end result, and our half-wave high gain silver rod into the heavens high up. Hopefully, for all the efforts I've put in today in the rain. It's not raining at the moment, but it was raining when I started. But it's a Sunday and it's quiet, so no kiddies there, look, making a racket and watching me up my ladders and shouting, "Hey mister, get me a cake." That's what they said to me the last time I was up here. It was quite funny. That's the abusement I got off some 7-year-olds. Mister, on them ladders, you, oi, I want a cake. By the way, I've said it again, look, it's the first time I've said it. Probably edit that out maybe, who knows, I may leave it in. Catch you in a minute. Oh, another train. That's the main line to London and Scotland apparently. Mr. Intercity 125, look, can I hold my camera steady? Oh, there it goes. Right, catch you in a moment. Well, the moment you're going to see is probably 20 minutes later. Right, after several jumps up and down the ladders, I couldn't get the swar down with the other aerial, which was a half-wave high gain. So what I did, I took it all down yet again. It's a right ball ache. I have to move my ladders, get that pole. I haven't actually measured that pole, but that's about 16 feet. How strong it's going to be in the wind, we're yet to find out, but I'm in the heavens now. There's my old A99, that needs a clean up and taken to pieces. I've had that donkey's years, it's never broke. I nicked the clamps off that, the Shelley bolts off the bottom, clamps off the bottom, and used them to join the 2.5-inch poles. This is my, you'll see the clamps where it joins the poles together there, look. I'll get a view from the back garden just to show you how high it is. It's clearing the apex of the roof now, which it wasn't doing before, because it's on the gable end on the corner. But my signals, what I did, basically, I've increased the height basically by about 7 feet. So what I did, yeah, I've increased the height overall now, changed the antenna to the same antenna but a brand new one. That one was always dodgy, I couldn't get the swar down. I haven't gone through the blocks yet, I'm a bit out of breath because I've been running up and down the ladders like a nutcase. But a guy what lives about 7 miles away, with just 3 watts what comes out this Murphy home base, I was giving him an 8. I wrote it down on a piece of paper. I was giving him an £8. Since putting a new aerial on the pole and increasing it by 7 or 8 feet, maybe, I don't know, maybe 9 feet, I haven't measured it, I'm just doing guesswork here, it's gone up to a +10. And if I put my little burner on, it goes right off the clock apparently. And I've just had another radio report off somebody local, about 8 miles in the opposite direction. He says it's the best, the strongest he's ever heard me. So that's on the old Murphy home base.
Yeah, I've got a couple of antennas.
There's Adrian.
I've got an old one and a new one, so I'll put the new one up on the mast, and the old one, you know, I'll take it up the hills, screw it together.
+30. He's about.
Oh, very good.
Right. That's Dago.
Got rid of the old,
Jago. I keep calling him Dago. That's Jago. He's probably about 9 miles away. As a crow flies. That's Adrian. That's
too big to be on the top of the mast.
That's Adrian, who's probably as a crow flies 1.25 miles from me. Very strong station.
It's just too much head load.
Let's check the SWR, which I've yet to do. Excuse me if I get wobbly camera syndrome, because it's a very light camera this, and it's very difficult to hold. I'm left-handed. I'm holding it with my right hand. So let's do it. Let's do a what's her name. Right, that claims. Turn the old extra power off. Right, that claims. Oh, look at that, look. My needle's not moving at all, look, when I key it up. Right, press the reference button. Yes, it is on calibrate, look. Take that off, that's my swar. Admittedly, this radio only does 3 watts, but nevertheless, 1 to 1. Right, channel 1. That's now on 1. Gear up. 1 to 1. Blooming hell, it's looking good. I've never had one half-wave. Right, that needs to go up just a fraction, doesn't it? Hang on, let's try and get focused. That's that then, so it just needs calibrating up a little bit. I'll do that. Hit the calibration, turn that up just a wee bit. Right, try that. That's just over. Turn it down just a fraction. That's it. Right, 1 to 1. Brilliant. I've got an external meter in line as well, which is there. Look, that is in line as we speak. So put it on do. Right, it needs to go up more. Look, get it on the mark. Let's get that one up. Right, flick it over to reflected. Not even moving. Look, not even moving that needle. Blimey, I've got a good swar going there. That makes a change. I think I had a faulty aerial. I think that other, I presume, I can't say it was a Venom, but I think it was a Venom half-wave high gain. I think did have a fault from day one, to be, if I'm honest. This new antenna, basically, I've just got out of the box, put it on the lawn, and there's marks on each section. I've done it exactly to the mark, so it drops into the mark, and then just done the Jubilee clips up, put some tape round, and put the aerial on the pole and put it up. Job done. Fantastic swirl, look. 1-to-1 on that meter and the radio, and nothing on the other one. It's receiving fantastically. I've missed the Sunday afternoon net because it's now with my watch. Hey, with my brand new watch I bought yesterday, and within 3 hours it lost an hour. Believe this or not. What time is it? 4:30? No, 5:30. Yeah, it's 5:30 according to that. 5:30. Yeah, I only had it an hour. Bumf. So that may go back to the shop. Got it from a jeweller's. There you go. Anyway, picking up fantastic. I shall put my 9900 on, have an earwig in a bit. Getting some splatter now. Look off Adrian, channel below.
That sounds a good setup there.
Well, it's been a long progress of tweaking and improving in it over the years, and
even with the RF
chucking
going
a bit
down,
of ideas at it,
even if I
a bit of
unplug
money
my
at it.
coax, I could still hear him on a £9, Adrian.
So indoors.
There you go then. So that's my Sunday afternoon. But at least it's been a successful one. It's when you mess about for hours, spend a fortune, and it goes wrong and tits up, excuse the French. So I feel like I've actually achieved something today. So thanks for watching. I thought I would give you a little update, and I'll be out with a video camera obviously when it starts getting windy, because I live in an end terrace, and when the wind is howling along, it seems to create like a vortex in my back garden, and it really is bad. Every year normally we lose a roof tile. So last 2 years on the trot we have quite big heavy sort of concrete roof tiles on this house, and the last 2 years, you know, on the trot we've lost a roof tile. So whether that aerial's going to stay up or go a tater or bend in half or whatever, who knows, but we'll see how we go. Thanks for watching. You all take care. Thanks if you still subscribe to my channel. I do intend improving it and making a new intro and an outro and making it more professional. I keep saying this, but it's spare time jumping on the I use Sony Vegas 11 Premium that my daughter bought me for Christmas a couple of years ago, and it does a hell of a lot more than I can do with it. But I do keep sitting there watching people's YouTube channels on how to do this and how to do that. So eventually I've got to improve. I can't get worse, can I, at video editing? So thank you very much. You all take care. I hope you've had a good Sunday afternoon.
I was just going to ask you about that track, Dave. I remember, because
I nearly pooped my pants when he spoke then. Nearly jumped out my seat. Anyhow, take care all. Thanks for watching. 26 Charlie Tango, 1017 Mr. Shane. Going quiet for the moment. Yeah, we're at Fleetwood. Not that I can see anything, it's too bright, but travelled 160 miles, we've had to go into Home Bargains. However, amongst all my crap, look what I found in the distance. Timmy boy. Who'd have expected it in Fleetwood. Morris Hotel Estate, stuck on a chimney.